Charge d'Affaires ad interim, the Republic of Slovenia. Father Cyril Božič, OFM OAM, from the Slovenian Religious and Cultural Centre, St. Cyril and Methodius. Mr. Derry Madison, Honorary Consul of the Republic of Slovenia for Victoria. Mr. Eddie Mikulev, Chairman of the Ethnic Communities Council of Victoria. Mr. Peter Mundell, OAM JP, Member of the Council of the Republic of Slovenia for Slovenians Abroad. Mr. Roland Carmody, Chairperson, Council of Slovenian Organisations of Victoria. Mr. Adrian Bartovec, Honorary Consul of the Republic of Slovenia for South Australia. Mrs. Ivanka Kolačko, President, Slovenian Association Planica. Mr. Milan Ogrizek, President, Slovenian Association Jadran. Ms. Marta Merhar, President, Slovenian Association Ivan Cankar Geelong. Mr. Mario Jakin, President, Slovenian Sport Association St. Albans. Mr. Franz Čulek, I'm not sure if he's made it yet. He's the President of the Slovenian Sport Association of Canberra. And Ms. Maria Anžič, our lay missionary, Slovenian Religious and Cultural Centre, St. Cyril and Methodius. Prosim, vstanite za avstralsko in slovensko himno. Please stand for the national anthems and refrain from applause at the end of it. Melissa Fistrich will sing the Australian National Anthem and Helena Trinic and Anna Tegel the Slovenian National Anthem.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, and let us sing, advance Australia fair. Žive nasi narodi, ki hrepene dočaka dan, da bodo sonce vodi, prepili sveta pomenjan. Daroja prosposa, nebradle so se pomejat. Daroja prosposa, nebradle so se pomejat.
Thank you, ladies. I think I may have left off a special guest too, and I've just spotted him. Councillor Ken King from the Nillumbik Council. Thank you for joining us as well for the Sugarloaf Ward. Pater Cyril, OFM OAM, je pripravil posebni blagoslov za današnji diamantni jubilej Slovenskega društva Melbourne. Father Cyril, OFM OAM, will now offer a blessing to commence the Diamond Jubilee celebration of Slovenian Association Melbourne. We've already been blessed with a beautiful day, but I'm sure Pater will bring us even more blessings. Thank you, Pater Cyril.
Hvala lepa, gospa podpredsednica Frances Urbas Johnson. In čestitke gospe predsednici Julijani Čampel in seveda članom odbora in vsem nekdanjim predsednikom, podpredsednikom, članom Slovenskega društva Melbourne, ki danes praznuje svoj 60. rojstni dan. To bo sicer šele 19. decembra, ampak danes je slovesno praznovanje. Torej, pozdrav vsem vam, se pridružujem pozdravom vseh, kateri je po imenu imenovala gospa Urbasova. Drugi častni gostje, lepo pozdravljeni, dear distinguished guests, Zahvala za to povabilo. Pred 10 leti smo obhajali zlati jubilej in takrat smo v imenu Slovenskega misijona podarili ta križ, ki vidim, da je tudi danes tukaj, 10 let pozneje. Prvo nedeljo v novembru imamo še po tradiciji tukaj o 5. uri popoldne molitev za pokojne člane društva. Tako je bilo tudi letos. Ko se spominjamo danes o praznovanju 60. rojstnega dne Slovenskega društva Melbourne, se hočemo s hvaležnostjo spomniti vseh pokojnih članov, vseh nekdanjih članov in seveda tudi vseh bolnih, ki bi radi bili tudi danes tukaj, pa ne morejo zaradi bolezni. Mi pa smo tukaj in pred 2 uroma smo imeli tudi krst v naši cerkvi. V naši cerkvi je krstni kamen dar Slovenskega društva Melbourne. In danes smo imeli krst žlahte Stanka Penca, ki je bil tudi dolga leta in član društva in odbornik in tudi predsednik in je naročil tudi pozdrave. Sem rekel, da bom izročil tudi njegove pozdrave. Jutri bom tukaj. Torej, voščila tudi v imenu našega slovenskega misijona, saj pater Bazilij je bil ves čas aktivni član od začetka in je blagoslavljal z molitvijo za vaša prizadevanja, ki so rodila sadove od začetku v Kartonu in potem tukaj na slovenskem hribčku na Eltamu. Torej, voščila v svojem imenu, v imenu pater Davida, ki je v Adelaidi, misionarke Marije in tudi pater Stanka Rozmana, ki se nam pridružuje. On je misionar v Malaviju in bo nekaj časa, nekaj mesecev z nami sedaj. Pretekli četrtek zvečer sem se vrnil iz Slovenije, iz posvečenja nadškofa, novega ljubljanskega nadškofa in metropolita, našega nekdanjega provincialnega ministra, patra Staneta Zoreta. S patrom Davidom smo bili na tej slovesnosti in čudoviti dan je bil, čudovita slovesnost. Tudi v četrtek po prihodu nazaj smo ga poklicali po telefonu in smo mu povedali za vaše praznovanje, vse lepo pozdravlja in se tudi pridružuje voščilom. Njegov grb, svoj grb je napisal geslo Veselite se v Gospodu. In to se mi zdi, da je tudi povabilo za nas vse danes ob tem praznovanju, veselje v Gospodu. Če hočete, da sem tudi malo humorističen, ampak pa tudi malo zgodovinski, sicer, ne vem, sodi sem ali bolj pozneje. Helenco sem videl tam, Helena Leberova je prišla v Avstralijo 29. novembra ali celo 29. novembra leta 1958 in njeno prvo vprašanje je bilo, kje bomo pa mi praznovali dan Republike? Kakšno vprašanje, ne? Kje bomo praznovali dan Republike? Nova Jugoslavija je bila ustanovljena 29. novembra, torej na današnji dan leta 1943. Slovensko društvo Melbourne pa decembra leta 1954, se pravi 11 let pozneje. Ampak gledajte, Slovensko društvo Melbourne še obstaja, Nova Jugoslavija je pa že 23 let pokojna. Cela država je propadla. Društvo slovensko je pa še tukaj, še živi in po vaši zaslugi in po vašem prizadevanju. Torej, Božjega blagoslova vam vsem še naprej. Veselje v hvaležnosti, torej, naj bo danes geslo našega novega ljubljanskega nadškofa. In kot pravi lepa molitev, ki jo molimo pri sveti maši, ko duhovnik pozdravi tam po darovanju Gospod z vami in rečete in s tvojim duhom. Kvišku srca, zahvalimo se Gospodu našemu Bogu, spodobi se in pravično je. Zares je pravično, da tebe, o Bog, skupno hvalijo nebesa in zemlja. Tebi naša hvala ni potrebna, vendar se ti po tvoji dobroti smemo zahvaljevati. Naše hvalnice ti ničesa ne dodajo, pomagajo pa nam na poti k tebi, po našem Gospodu Jezusu Kristusu. Dear guests, we are celebrating today 60 years of Slovenian Association Melbourne, and we are saying thank you to God. We are saying thank you to all members, past and present, like we we said at the beginning for original custodians of this place, and we say thank you to God as well. It's a beautiful part of the prayer we are praying during the Mass. Lift up your hearts, we lift them up to the Lord. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is right and just. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere, to give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father, Almighty and eternal God. For although you have no need of our praise, yet our thanksgiving is itself your gift, since our praises add nothing to your greatness, but profit us for salvation through Christ our Lord. In vas povabim, da sedaj, ko začenjamo to praznovanje v veselju Gospodu, skupaj zmolimo Gospodovo molitev. Oče naš, ki si v nebesi, posvečeno bodi Tvoje ime, pridi k nam Tvoje kraljestvo, zgodi se Tvoja volja, kako v nebesih, tako na zemlji. Daj nam danes naš vsakdanji kruh in odpusti nam naše dolge, kako tudi mi odpuščamo svojim dolžnikom, in ne vpelji nas v kušnjavo, temveč reši nas hudega. Gospod z vami. Blagoslovi, varuj in podpira naj vas vsemogočni Bog, Oče in Sin in Sveti Duh. Amen. Veselimo se v Gospodu. Aleluja, aleluja. In sedaj še s pesmijo Angel Gospodov, znanju Mariji, počastimo Božjo Mater Marijo in se razveselimo tudi za današnjim praznikom, 60-letnico vaših žuljev, vašega prizadevanja, vaših trudov.
Je angel Gospod oznanil Marije in ona spočela od Svetega Duha. Češčena si Marija, je angel si glas, zadnja ura mira, Marija prid po nas. Češčena si Marija, je angelski glas, bo zadnja ura mira, Marija prid po nas.
Hvala lepa, Pater Cyril, zelo lepo. Thank you to Father Cyril Božič for that beautiful blessing. Thank you. Gospa predsednica bo spregovorila nekaj besed o tem pomembnem jubileju društva. President Ms. Julia Champel will present her celebration speech on the occasion of the Diamond Jubilee of the club. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Francis. Dobar dan. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mrs. Jana Grilc, Charge the Affairs Interim Republic of Slovenia, Councillor Ken King, Nilambik Council, Council for Sugarloaf Ward, representatives of the Slovenian community, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all of you. We are here today to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Slovenian Association, Melbourne, the Diamond Jubilee. The association began as a dream in November 1954 by Slovenians who arrived by ship from abroad, leaving behind a life of hardship to start a new life in a new country, Australia. The first annual general meeting was held on December 19, 1954 in St Albans. The small group of members held various activities and functions to celebrate the Slovenian culture and traditions, including dances, visits from St Nicholas or Miklauš, having traditional meals and much more. As the number of members increased, more groups formed based on activities that were enjoyed back in Slovenia. These included drama, singing and dancing, as well as sport and arts and crafts. Other activities and interest groups formed in the association included youth, welfare, support, library and historical archives. The association over the years has participated in public events such as the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne, showcasing the Slovenian culture. Part of the dream was to have a permanent place, a Slovenian home, Slovenski dom. After much fundraising and dedication by members, the first premises was bought in 1960. This served well for several years, but could not meet the growth of the association and the dream of its members. So a search for a property began and successfully ended with the purchase of land in Research, where we are here today. After a lot of planning, fundraising and hard work by all the members, the Slovenski dom was no longer a dream, but now a reality. The newly built premises allowed for the growth in activity that the members dreamt of. This included focusing on the next generation, where the children were taught about their heritage and the Slovenian culture. Over the past 60 years, groups of dedicated members of Slovenian Association Melbourne have created an establishment that we can all be incredibly proud of, united by a common yet powerful thread, our Slovenian heritage. As a second generation Australian Slovenian, I was not even a wink in my mother and father's eye when the club was founded in 1954. I often think about my parents and all the Slovenian migrants who worked so hard establishing new lives in Australia, and how their determination, ingenuity and passion created and built a club that we continue to enjoy today, allowing us to express and experience our Slovenian heritage. On behalf of the committee, I give heartfelt thanks to everyone who has selflessly contributed to the club over the past 60 years. Your hard work, determination and generosity will always be remembered. It is the very fabric of our amazing history. I sincerely hope that you enjoy the Diamond Jubilee celebration. May your Slovenian spirit shine. Thank you.
Hvala lepa. Thank you so much, Julia. And I'm sure everyone in this room would agree that you deserve the biggest thank you, one of the biggest thank yous of all, for all the work that you do here. So thank you. Hvala lepa. Prosim, gospod Roland Carmody, zastopnik Svete slovenskih organizacij v Viktoriji, prosim, če pridete na oder. Mr. Roland Carmody, Chairperson of the Council of Slovenian Organisations in Victoria, please come to the stage. Thank you.
I promise you one thing, my speech will be very short. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great privilege to be standing here on quite a propitious occasion, especially in front of such a distinctive audience, comprising present and past club presidents, including some preeminent and personable individuals. RMC has already covered the subject with finesse and dexterity. My role this afternoon is to hand over to the president of the club a special plaque honoring the club's 60th anniversary, and to congratulate her, all the executives and members of this fine association for their contribution towards the success and well-being of this institution. I refer to this club as an institution in a progressive sense of the word, because it is not limited to club functions but combines other aspects such as the teaching of the Slovenian language, the arts and crafts, and it stands as the precursor for all the other Slovenian clubs in Victoria. And now, without further delay, please put your hands together and welcome Miss Julie Champel, the president of the club, to receive a special plaque.
must have a secret code. Combination. You must be something very, very special.
Well, I hope it is.
I hope it is. I know it will be.
Miss Julie Campbell, I offer this grant on behalf of the Council of Slovenian Organizations of Victoria. Yes, please open. You can actually show it to everyone.
No, you have to come here because we have to have photos together. That is beautiful. Thank you very much, Ron.
Our pleasure.
Just sit with that.
Hvala lepa, gospod Roland Carmody. Thank you very much, Mr. Roland Carmody. Sedaj povabim na oder gospod Jano Grilc, Charge d'Affaires at Interim for the Republic of Slovenia. I would now like to invite to the stage Ms. Jana Grilc, Charge d'Affaires at Interim Republic of Slovenia. Thank you, Jana.
I have something too big to be put here. Thank you very much. I will start in Slovenian language because we are in the center of the Slovenian culture here. Spoštovani, lepa hvala za povabilo na današnjo 60. obletnico Slovenskega društva Melbourne, najstarejšega slovenskega društva v Avstraliji, če jaz prav vem, ne? Tako da prisrčno pozdravljam vsi skupaj, tudi v mojem osebnem imenu in strani Veleposlaništva Republike Slovenije v Canberri. Spoštovana častna konzula, gospod Barry Madison, gospod Adrian Batovec, pater Ciril, pater Stanislav Rozman, spoštovani gostje, respected councillor Ken King, for Sarlo Ward, Mr. Eddie Micalieri, Chairperson Ethnic Communities Council of Victoria, predstavnik Slovencev živečih v Avstraliji pri svetu vlade za Slovence po svetu, gospod Peter Mandel, in vsi prisotni predstavniki slovenskih organizacij v Avstraliji, gospod Roland Carmody, Chairperson Council of Slovenian Organizations of Victoria. Lepo pozdravljeni, še posebej pa pozdravljam ob današnji visoki obletnici aktualni predsednici Slovenskega društva Melbourne, gospe Juliji Čampelj, ter vsem preteklim predsednikom in častnim članom, še posebej tudi aktivnim posameznikom v društvu, predstavnikom medijev, slovenskih šol, ki jih še vedno delujejo tukaj v Melbourneu, in vsem udeležencem, ki svojo prisotnostjo pravzaprav proslavljate dolgoletno delo tega društva, podpirate aktivnosti društev in vam je pomembno tudi, kako bodo v prihodnje slovenske organizacije v Avstraliji delovale. Dovolite mi, da ob tej priložnosti izpostavim par vprašanj, na katera ima mogoče vsak od nas drugačne poglede in drugačne odgovore, ampak je pomembno, da vedno znova skušamo iskati povezovalne elemente nanje. In sicer zanima me, kakšen je pomen prvega slovenskega društva za slovenske migrante v Avstraliji. Potem zanima me, kako gledamo na multikulturnost Avstralije, ki je bila pravzaprav zelo prijazna, da je migrante vedno sprejemala, da so bili dobrodošli tukaj. Kako gledate na spoštovanje, sprejemanje drugačnosti, na potrebo po ohranjanju svoje lastne kulture? In kot tretje vprašanje še, kako vidimo prihodnost slovenskih organizacij v Avstraliji? Če začnem s prvim, smo že veliko slišali, v angleščini je že gospa Julijana Čampelj povedala. Določeni razlogi so narekovali nastanek slovenskega izseljenstva, in sicer ker se veliko slovenskih izseljencev nahaja v državah preko oceanov, vsak od vas pozna svoj razlog odhoda od doma. Velike slovenske skupnosti so tako nastale v ZDA, v Kanadi, Argentini in ostalih državah Latinske Amerike, v Avstraliji, in ne nazadnje tudi v državah Azije, Afrike in Oceanije, ampak v manjšem številu. Prvi rojaki so domovino zapuščali že v zadnji četrtini 19. stoletja. Nato so odhodi potekali v intervalih, v 30. letih, po drugi svetovni vojni in nato še v 50. in 60. letih večinoma iz političnih in gospodarskih razlogov. Tako so danes v teh državah, tudi v Avstraliji, se srečujemo že s tretjo, ponekod celo že s četrto generacijo slovenskih izseljencev. V arhivih Hasa je marsikaj zabeleženo in tudi pridno sodelujete pri tem, da to zbirate. In zabeleženo je tudi bilo, da je leta 1954 rojstno leto slovenskega društva Melbourne, ki se je kasneje preimenovalo sprva je bil najprej klub, potem se je pa preimenovalo v društvo Melbourne. Ne? In kot sem že razlagala, mene arhivi zanimajo, jaz sem tudi sama to študirala, ko sem končevala univerzitetni študij, sem izbrala tematiko nasledovanja arhivov po nekdanji Jugoslaviji, tako da sem se tudi sama z arhivi precej ukvarjala. Da pa nadaljujem, v arhivih Hasa namreč piše, da je na prvi sestanek pripravljalnega odbora 5. decembra 1954 prišlo 26 članov. V prvi zapisnik pa so zabeležili, kaj je namen kluba. Napisali so, da je to pomoč pri vključevanju v avstralski način življenja. To se pravi, zavedali so se pomena, da se je treba prilagoditi na življenje, ki se živi tukaj v Avstraliji, naučiti jezika, da je treba spoznati, kakšna kultura je tukaj. Potem noter piše tudi pomoč slovenskim priseljencem na vse mogoče načine, vključno finančno. Takrat so prihajali, verjetno poznate vaše zgodbe iz družin, to niso bili taki imigranti kot zdaj, ta novi val imigrantov. Pogosto rečejo, sem prišel še s posojenimi čevlji, kaj šele, da bi imel kovček. Ne? Tako da ene zgodbe so res zelo tragične in jaz, ko se vedno znova povem na teh govorih, pri konzularnem delu spoznavam tako zanimive zgodbe, da smo jih spet ena tu ganila, da marsikdaj mi kakšna solza vide, pa ne bi smela, ne? Ampak so res pretresljive zgodbe, kam jih poveste. Potem namen je bil tudi pomoč slovenskim beguncem iz Evrope, nuditi članom in njihovim priseljencem zdrave, intelektualne in fizične aktivnosti na kulturnem, socialnem in športnem področju, spodbujati, razvijati in ohranjati slovensko kulturno dediščino in hkrati prispevati k avstralski skupnosti. To se pravi, tudi zavedali ste se pomena, da je treba tudi prispevati nazaj. Ne? To se mi zdi zelo lepo, da je bilo to posebej napisano. Začeli ste potem z organiziranjem prvih plesov, dramskih iger, z delovanjem pevskega zbora, izhajati je začel Vestnik, s katerim ste financirali prvo slovensko knjižnico v Avstraliji, nakup slovenske narodne noše in še druge stvari. V 6 letih, že leta 1960, pa ste uspeli kupiti nepremičnino društva, hišo Slovenski dom, in začela je delovati tudi prva slovenska šola. Leta 1962 je išla prva slovenska knjiga natisnjena v Avstraliji, in sicer Bronasti tolkač od Berta Pripca. Naj rečem, moj sodelavc, ki je tukaj dolga leta služboval, gospod Gregor Kozovinc me je posebej upozoril na gospoda Pripca. Je rekel, to ime si le zapomni. Potem, da nadaljujem, na športnem področju je bilo leta 1970 ustanovljeno prvo slovensko nogometno društvo. In ob tem ne rečem, da smo lahko zelo veseli, ker ravno v Melbourneu imamo slovenskega nogometaša, profesionalnega Roberta Korena, ki igra za Melbourne City v A-ligi. Tako da tudi šport združuje in tudi takrat so se zavedali, da športne aktivnosti so pomembne za ohranjanje zdravja in za eno trdno jedro, a ne, slovenske skupnosti. Če preidem k drugemu vprašanju, se upravičujem, jaz sem si kar naštudirala, da ne bom predolga, ampak drugo vprašanje sta rekla, bi se dotaknila tega, kako gledamo na multikulturnost. Od 70-ih let 20. stoletja dalje je multikulturalizem uspešna politika avstralske vlade, katere glavna ideja je, da se priseljencem zagotovi možnosti za avtonomno kulturno življenje. Uvedel je letos preminuli in takrat prvi laboristični predsednik vlade po 23 letih, Edward Gough-Whitlam, ki je leta 1973 razglasil enakost vseh Avstralcev, ne glede na njihov kulturni izvor. To je bila kar ena pomembna stvar, ki jo je takrat povedal in določil v avstralski politiki. To pomeni spoštovanje in sprejemanje drugačnosti in različnih kultur. V svojem bistvu ima tak cilj veliko skupnega z eno osnovno človekovo pravico, enakega obravnavanja pred zakonom. Pa tudi se eno čisto osnovno krščansko normo, če hočete, ne stori drugemu tega, kar si ne želiš, da drugi stori tebi. Želimo se torej, da bi nas drugi sprejeli in da nas spoštujejo. A ne, ker pogosto slišim, ja, pa so nas klicali Bog, ne, kako to zaboli, kad te nekdo tako pokliče, želiš si, da bi te ljudje sprejeli, da te imajo radi, da lahko delaš, da se pokažeš tako, kar v najboljši luči bi se želel pokazati. Ne. Prvo oviro na tej poti vključevanja v življenje v drugi državi lahko predstavlja že jezik. Če ne znaš angleškega jezika, v državi, kot je Avstralija, kjer je angleščina osnovni jezik, si lahko popolnoma odrezan od informacij in nemočen v tuji angleško govoreči državi. To ste opazili že letos mojih hčerki, ko smo prišli v Avstralijo, ker niste znali dobro še jezika. Na drugi strani pa je naš slovenski materni jezik tisti, ki daje pečat slovenski kulturi in tradiciji. Zelo zabavno igro na temo slovenskega jezika ste nam predstavili. Prav tukaj iz Melbourna, ko ste igrali vražjo slovenščino v Marylandu, sem si jo prišla pogledati in smo se, moram reči, nasmejali, kakšne prigode se lahko dogodijo, a ne, če slovenščino ne znaš dobro, popolnoma ne obvladaš po tolikih letih v tujini, so lahko mične prigode. Ne? Slovenska združenja vseh vrst, ki delujete v Avstraliji, pa ste zaslužna predvsem zato, da se še naprej ohranja slovenski jezik in kultura, prenaša se iz roda v rod, podobno kot izročilo in je živa materija. Zato je pomembno še naprej prirejati slovenske mladinske koncerte. A ne, ko smo rekli, ob 40. obletnici smo bili veseli, kako je lepo uspel. To je res pomembno, da se taka tradicija še naprej vzdržuje. In zato je tudi pomembno, da danes praznujemo 60. obletnico Slovenskega društva Melbourne, ker tudi društvo kot tako vzdržuje slovensko kulturo in je hram slovenske kulture. Pa da pridemo še do zadnjega vprašanja. Grem staviti, da pri tem imamo pa najbolj različne poglede in tudi zanimiva razmišljanja. Zanimive so ugotovitve mlade študentke Maše Mikole, ki je v njenem diplomskem delu leta 2004, ki ga je delala pravzaprav s vašo pomočjo, s pomočjo številnih med vami, je ugotavljala, da so načini komunikacije in delovanja mladih precej različni od načinov komuniciranja starejše generacije. In tega se res zavedamo, a ne, vsak dan vidimo, da smo drugačni, da mladih to ne zanima, kar mi počnemo. In veste, kaj je gospa Anica lani 2013 je v uvodnik Vesti s hriba napisala? Da premišljuje pred računalnikom, ko pripravlja vesti, ne, in ima že računalnik, pravi, kako so pred leti pisali vestnik. Gorje, da je prišlo do napake, se so potem morali vse pretipkati in prepisati, danes pa na računalnik to veliko lažje naredimo, ni nič treba papirja obračati, se samo na računalniku spremeni, črka pa je popravljeno in ni treba pretipkavati celega spisa. Ne? In dodala je, da takrat je skoraj bilo neverjetno, ko gledala lansko leto, da zdaj že praznujemo 60. obletnico in pripomnila, da še sreča, da se bo ta zgodovina le nekoliko ohranila v obliki knjige, ki jo je napisala gospa Draga Gelt, Golden Harvest and Beyond. Tako da tisti, ki beležite to zgodovino, ki se dogaja, ki vsak dan živi med vami, ste zelo zaslužni, da se to lahko še naprej ohranja, da tudi mi mladi, ki tega nismo doživljali, lahko to cenimo in imamo vpogled v vaše zgodbe. Danes pa ne samo, da mladi ne berejo več vestnika, niti misli, vredno tudi glasa Slovenije neredno, ampak so stalno na Facebooku in na Twitterju in na čem drugem, kar mi še sploh poimenovati ne znamo več. Ne zanima jih hoditi na slovenske plese in tudi igre jih ne zanimajo, ampak se na druge načine zabavajo. Kakšne bodo aktivnosti in kakšni bodo cilji delovanja slovenskih organizacij v prihodnje, vam prepustimo razpravo in pravzaprav v gibanje vsem nam se verjetno nihče ne zna napovedati, kakšna bo prihodnost. Lahko pa zanesljivo rečem, da je slovensko društvo Melbourne svojim delom in 60-letnim obstojem dokazalo, da je ne samo dobro, ampak odlično delalo, da zaupa v mlade in jih sprejema za sebi enake, da jim je uspešno predalo vodenja in na drugi strani so tudi mladi v društvu dokazali, da jim slovenstvo pomeni veliko, da so ga pripravljeni negovati in ohranjati še naprej, sicer si ne bi naložili dodatnega dela, ki ga terjajo aktivnosti v društvu. Prehoj na pot najstarejšega društva naj bo spodbuda in navdih ostalim, da se z zaupanjem in vztrajnim trudom da doseči bogate sadove. Dovolite mi, da na oder povabim predsednico Slovenskega društva Melbourne, gospo Julijo Čampelj, da ji kot najvišji predstavnici društva podelim priznanje Urada Vlade Republike Slovenije za Slovence v zamejstvu in po svetu, ki ga sprejme Slovensko društvo Melbourne ob 60. obletnici delovanja za neprecenljiv prispevek k ohranjanju slovenske identitete in kulture v Avstraliji. Priznanje je podpisal minister Gorazd Žmavec. Gospa Julija. Da nadaljujemo. Prej omenjam glasilu vesti s hriba je gospa Anica takrat tudi napisala: premišljujem tudi o delu, garanju in požrtvovanju naših članov tam skoraj 60 let nazaj. Le peščica jih je še, da lahko pripovedujete te zgodbe in doživetja. Tako sem prisluhnila Dragici Gomizel o organiziranem srečanju prvih Slovencev v Melbourneu in o prvem plesu. Dodatno vedo o gospe Dragici Gomizel povedati, da je bila vsa leta aktivna pri Slovenskem društvu Melbourne, več let kot tajnica, prevajalka, posod je pomagala, kdor je rabo pomoč, pomočnica pri dramskih igrah, po organizacijah obiskov iz Slovenije, naprimer pri obisku ansambla Lojzeta Slaka ali Slovenskega okteta, pri organizaciji različnih razstav in pri urejanju arhivske dokumentacije arhivov Hasa. Gospa Gomizel je prevzela vlogo voditeljice nove knjižnice in muzeja po preurejeni Koroščevi koči, ki bo odslej naprej hram in kulturni center slovenske kulturne, družabne in športne dediščine Slovenskega društva Melbourne, ki ga bomo danes slovesno otvorili. Najvažnejše pri vsem pa je, da o gospe Gomizel daleč seže glas, da je prijazna oseba, ki je vsakomur pripravljena pomagati in je predana slovenski zgodovini in kulturi. Na oder vabim gospod Dragico Gomizel, da ji podelim priznanje Urada Vlade Republike Slovenije za Slovence v zamejstvu in po svetu ob 60. obletnici Slovenskega društva Melbourne za njeno 60-letno vsestransko aktivno delovanje v slovenski skupnosti v Melbourneu. Priznanje je podpisal minister Gorazd Žmavec. Jaz se želim vljudno povabiti gospod Dragico Gomizel, da nam kakšno svojo zgodbo zaupa, Ob tem bi pa rada vse vas povabila in s sabo sem prinesla en potni list, poseben potni list. Jaz sem bila ta teden na otvoritvi ene zanimive razstave, kjer mislim, da bi se lahko bi vsi udeležili in povedali kakšno svojo zgodbo, tako da bo v mozaiku zgodb, ki jih drugi migranti v Avstraliji povejo, povedali še vašo. In sicer tu je razstava National Archives of Australia, ki ima naslov Ticket to Paradise. In kamor ste povabljeni vsi, ki ste migrirali v Avstralijo, ker je tu interaktivna razstava, kamor lahko svojo zgodbo zaupate in bo ostala v tej zbirki in bo trajna last. Tako da vas lepo povabim, da se odzovete, da bo še v ta velik avstralski mozaik še en del slovenskega zraven pridan, ne? Gospod Dragico bi pa prosila, da mogoče ona ima sigurno veliko spominov, kako so se stvari takrat na začetku dogajale, da nam mogoče kakšno pove.
Prostite, nisem pričakovala, pač pa v samem začetku je bilo še precej težko, pač pa z dobro voljo smo vse lepo uspeli in kot danes vidite, smo lahko ponosni za naše delo vseh skozi 60 let. Hvala lepa.
Hvala lepa, gospa Grilc. Thank you, Ms. Diana Grilc. That was an absolutely beautiful speech. Thank you for your lovely words and for the presentation to our very surprised yet wonderful Mrs. Dragica Gomizel. Hvala lepa vsem govornikom. Thank you to all the speakers. And a big congratulations to Mrs. Dragica Gomizel, who is a very active member still in our club, and who I believe is also celebrating a birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to Mrs. Gomizel. I'm not supposed to tell you how old she is, but word has it that she's 21 again. 22, okay.
Sigurno manj kot 100 let stara.
Ja, sigurno manj kot 100 let. Hvala, Lenti. Kratek kulturni program bomo začeli s predstavitvijo skupin, ki so bile in so še aktivne v društvu. Kmalu po prihodu prvih imigrantov se je zbrala skupina Slovencev, ki je čutila, da je nujno, da se Slovenci srečajo in povežijo med seboj. Pripravili so nekaj plesov v avstralskih dvoranah in lepo so uspeli ti plesi. Slovenci so se veselili, peli, plesali in gospodinje so že skrbele, da mize niso bile prazne. Potem je sledil prvi sestanek in odločili so se, da bodo ustanovili slovenski klub. To je bilo leta 1954, 19. decembra. 19. decembra je bil izvoljen prvi predsednik slovenskega kluba Zlatko Verbič. Od leta 1954 se je zvrstilo kar 24 predsednikov. Nekateri so imeli to mesto vrsto let. Danes predstavlja predsednike Julia Champel. Poleg nje pa vidimo gospoda Marjana Lauka, ki je bil zaupnik društva, predsednik odbora za slovenski dom in je častni član društva. The cultural program commences with the presentation of the activity groups participating in the Slovenian Association Melbourne since its beginning. Leading the group is Ms. Julia Champel, representing the 24 presidents of the Slovenian Association Melbourne in the years since 1954. The first president in 1954 was Zlatko Verbič. Accompanying Julia is Marjan Lauko, the then club trustee and the president of the Slovenski Dom Committee and an honorary member of our club. Thank you. Ženska sekcija se je ustanovila in ženske in mamice so bile zelo delavne že prvih plesih in potem vsa leta obstoja društva. Društvo brez kuhnje ne bi moglo obstojati. Slovenci smo pridni delavci, radi zapojemo in zaplešemo in radi se tudi usedemo in pojemo dobro kosilo. Lepotice plesov so bile izbrane vrsto let, pa tudi lepotec plesa. The ladies section has always been very active in all the years of existence of the club, and there would be no happy times, no singing nor dancing if the ladies were not there to prepare and care for the tummies, the stomachs, all the members and friends. The ladies section is represented by Maria Zvetko and Palma Aschenberger. The Miss Community, being selected since 1964, is represented today by Danila Stolpa, the first Miss Slovenian Community. Thank you, ladies. Septembru leta 1955 je izšel prvi vesnik, glasilo slovenskega kluba Melbourne. Vesti iz hriba so prvič izšle leto 2006. The archive was registered in 1997. Vestnik was introduced in September 1955 with the editorial committee, past president and honorary member of the club Marijan Peršić, Zlatko Rome, Pavle Česnik, Edith Polajnar and Jožica Stajnović, offering a friendly Slovenian embrace with poems and articles caring for Slovenian culture. The Hasa archive was registered by the past president Milena Brgoč and in 1999, assisted by honorary member Draga Gelt, OIM, Anica Markic and Dragica Gomizel. Vesti Hriba was introduced in 2006, and the editor, past president and honorary member of the club, Anica Markic, is representing both publications and the Hasa archive. Slovenci, člani slovenskega kluba Melbourne, so predstavljali slovensko skupnost na mnogih multikulturnih prireditvah in festivalih z razstavami, petjem, glasbo in folklornimi plesi. Since the very beginning, members of the Slovenian Association Melbourne have participated and contributed with the Slovenian songs, exhibitions and folk dances at many cultural events in Melbourne. Just to name a few: Good Neighbour Council, Red Cross, St Paul's Society, International Variety Show, Royal Melbourne Show, Moomba, Eltham Festival, Melbourne bid for the Olympics at the MCG, Papal visit to Melbourne, Immigration Museum Melbourne, Piers Festival. The cultural participation is being represented by Dragica Gomizel and David Markic. Thank you both. Niso v Avstralijo prihajali samo mladi Slovenci, tudi nekaj starejših je bilo. Matere, stare mame, tašče. Tudi za te starejše je bilo prav hitro poskrbljeno v slovenskih skupnosti. Najprej s čajankami, potem srečanji, pikniki in izleti. As soon as Slovenian families were settled, mothers, grandmothers, mothers-in-laws came too, and they were made welcome at the Slovenian Centre. At first, tea parties were organised, later friendly gatherings, celebrations, picnics and outings to beautiful Australian places. Today the seniors are represented by the long-time leader and organiser Helena Lever. Šah je bila med Slovenci priljubljena igra in prav hitro so začeli tekmovati med seboj. Chess group was formed in 1960 by Virgili Gomizel. Many chess tournaments followed in the following years. The group is represented by the founder, also a past president, Virgili Gomizel. Igralska skupina se je s prvim kulturnim programom predstavila že leta 1957 v Kensington dvorani. Voditelj in direktor je bil Srečko Košir. V letih so nastopili z neštetimi dramami, komedijami, kulturnimi večerji in recitali. Slovenci niso mogli brez pomembnega obiska svetega Miklavža, ki je vsak december razveselil otroke in odrasle. Drama group was formed by the actor-director Srečko Košir. In 1957, they have performed already with the cultural evening at the Kensington Hall, followed by many dramas, comedies, cultural evenings and recitals. The Slovenians love St. Nicholas, and every December he visited children and adults. Drama group and St. Nicholas are represented by Max Pišotek and Tone Urbas. Prvi pevski zbor se je ustanovil že leta 1958 do 1959 z imenom Triglav. Ustanovil ga je Lojze Furlan. Sledili so mnogi dirigentni in zbori so se povečali tudi v mešani zbor, voktet, kvartet in moški zbor. Choir master Lojze Furlan formed first choir in 1958-59, named Triglav. Many more choirs were formed later with different choir masters. The choirs are represented by Eva Mandel and representative for the Council of the Republic of Slovenia for Slovenians Abroad, past president and honorary member of Slovenian Association Melbourne, Mr. Peter Mandel, OIM JP. Da bi Slovenci bili brez balinanja nemogoče. Že v Carltonu ob domu je bilo balinišče. V zgodnjih 60-ih letih. Skupina pa se je resno organizirala leta 1972. Have you ever seen a Slovenian association without bocce bowling alleys? No, it would not be possible. A favourite game played by young and not so young, and how competitive Slovenians are. Bowlers Group was formally established in 1972. The many interclub competitions started, and the Slovenian Association Melbourne was winners many times, both men and women. The bowlers bocce section is represented by Mr. Branko Žele. Slovenci tudi zelo radi berejo in Edi Polajnar je ustanovil prvo javno slovensko knjižnico že v 50-ih letih. The first Slovenian public library was established in the 1950s, with some books being donated and some purchased in Slovenia. Edi Polajnar was the founder of the library, which was reopened in 1983 at the Eltham premises with more than 3,000 books organised and recorded by Milena Brgoč with the help of many. Dragica Gomizel, the enthusiastic hard worker in the library and especially in the museum, represents the library and the museum. Da Slovenci ne bi plesali, nemogoče. Kakor hitro je harmonikaš zaigral na harmoniko, so se že zavrteli pari po plešišču. Folklorna skupina se je organizirala že v 60-ih letih, kasneje obnovila in skupine so nastopale na mnogih kulturnih preditvah, multikulturnih festivalih in mladinskih koncertih. The folk dancing was a great pastime for many youth members and was informally formed in 1957. The performances followed at many cultural events, multicultural festivals, youth concerts, club celebrations, weddings and home for the aged. They danced dances from Gorenjska, Dolenjska, Bela Krajina, Prekmurje, Koroška, Primorska, Notranjska and Gorica region. Alicia and Portia Bounce and Melissa Fistić represent the folk dances. Slovenski otroci so prvič šli v slovensko šolo leta 1960. V kasnejših letih je bil tečaj za mladino in leta 1977 so pri Slovenskem društvu Melbourne začeli s samostojno šolo. Bil je več učiteljev in v letih je bilo skoraj 100 učencev. First Slovenian classes started in 1960 together with the children of Slovenian Religious and Cultural Centre Q. In 1977, Draga Geld founded an independent school at the Slovenian Association Melbourne premises. First in Kudnik, the chicken shed, who remembers that? Later, a new building was built. The school had many teachers and cultural animators. The teachers, honorary member of Slovenian Association Draga Geld OIM, and Magda Pišotek represent Slovenian school. Tudi mladina se je že zgodaj organizirala. Prvi predsednik mladine je bil Stanko Penca leto 1971. Zelo radi so imeli šport, igrali nogomet, košarko, odbojko, tenis, razne vesele igre, organizirali izlete, tekmovanja in srečanja. The youth were very active, from helping with the building, cleaning, serving. They played soccer, basketball, volleyball, tennis, football, and played many social competitive games, as well as organising outings, car rallies, bike-a-thon, trivia nights and others. Carl and Paul Belts represented the youth section. Thank you, gentlemen. Gradnja doma v Elthamu je bila velikanski projekt. Leta 1972 je bilo kupljeno zemljišče in potem se je začelo graditi. Veliko prostovoljcev je delalo vsako soboto in vsako nedeljo, mnogi tudi med tednom. V zadnjih letih je veliko dograjenega in popravil. The dome in Carlton needed a lot of maintenance, and in 1972, land was purchased for a new home. Honorary member of Slovenian Association Melbourne, Lojze Markic was in charge of all the volunteer workers while building the premises at research, and honorary member Jože Golenko took care of paid contractors. The dome has grown into a beautiful centre everyone is very proud of. Representing the group Lojze Markič in Miro Ogrizek. Skrb za bolne in starejše je bila organizirana, ko je bil v odboru Pater Bazilij. Obiskoval je bolne in pa tudi imigrante v begunskih taboriščih. Vse to danes so bolni obiskani. Pošljajo se tudi voščila in želje za hitro okrevanje. Care for the sick and elderly started with Father Basil's appointment as a social representative of the Slovenian Club, Melbourne, in the 50s. He visited families, the sick, the needy, and those designated to the migrant camps in Bonagilla. He helped many to find jobs, settle, housing, helped with families, and visited them when lonely. The Slovenian Association Melbourne continues to care for the elderly and sick, visiting them, surprising them with a well-wish card or flowers. The social welfare is represented by Danila Štolfa. Prvi lov so lovci organizirali že v 60-ih letih, a uradno so se organizirali lovci leta 1977 pod vodstvom Janeza Zemljiča. Imeli so veliko strelskih tekmovanj, šli na lov in organizirali piknike in ter plese. The Hunters and Anglers Club was formally established in 1977. The club has built a koča where they have their meetings and happy afternoons, reminiscing about the hunts that they have been to, the competitions they have won, and planning the hunters' dances, picnics and outings. The founder of the group, Mr. Janez Zemljič, later others followed. The hunters are represented by another two honorary members of Slovenian Association Melbourne, Janez Zemljič and Stanko Prosina. I have to give this one. Always be nice to the people with the guns. I actually just wanted to stop speaking. Med Slovenci so bili tudi umetniki in prva slikarska razstava v organizaciji društva je bila že leta 1962. Kasneje je več let organiziral slikovne razstave Vesnik, kjer so sodelovali tudi umetniki drugih etničnih skupin. Tudi razstave ročnega dela so bile zelo uspešne. First Slovenian art exhibition was organized by the Slovenian Club in 1962. Many more exhibitions followed in later years. One of the main curators was Ivo Leber. The crafts were always a beautiful pastime of many Slovenian ladies, especially Anica Kodila. The craft work was exhibited at many cultural festivals and Royal Melbourne Show as well. Art and craft is represented by Greta Prosenik, who has organised many craft exhibitions and displays the items beautifully. Moderno simbolično plesno skupino je vodila Magda Pišotek, pomagala je tudi hčerka Nataša. Nastopali so na društvenih posebnih praznovanjih, na raznih prireditvah in mladinskih koncertih širom Avstralije. Magda Pišotek, later helped by her daughter Natasha, introduced symbolic dancing. The dancing showcased a wide knowledge and experience of different dance techniques, including both historical and contemporary styles. Who could forget the 30th anniversary of the Slovenian Association Melbourne and the marching of 30 young girls? Teacher Natasha Pišotek-Lamont and dancer Julia Markič-Smith represent the symbolic dancing. Thank you, ladies. Slovenci ne morejo brez veselih viž harmonike. Pa so se zbrali mladi in ne tako mladi ustanovili ansamble in igrali za vesele plesalce, ki so se pozno v noč radi vrteli ob poskočnih zvokih. First band Drava was formed in 1974, followed by Planinka in 1975, then Sava in 1976, and Rdeči Cvet in 1999. Victor Lampe played in a band Victor's Trio and has accompanied many folk dancing groups on his button accordion. Helena Tinik, Anna Tegel, Maria Hrvatin and Lily Conlon represent the band. Well, there's only two of you. Where are the other two disappeared? Thank you, ladies.
They're having a drink.
Slovenci katoličani so odločili, da bo hribu v Elkamu krasila tudi slovenska kapelica. Bila je blagoslovljena leta 1979. A decision was made to embrace our Christian values and traditions by erecting a monument in honour of the departed members of the club. The kapelica was built and blessed in 1979. Anita Smrdel took care of the kapelica for many years. Veronica Smrdel Roberts, Anita's daughter, represents remembrance. Thank you, Veronica. Skupina igralcev in tekmovalcev biljardu je bila ustanovljena leta 1978. The snooker tables were set for fun games on Sunday afternoons. Victor Lampe organised the competition team in 1978. They played many competitions, especially with the German club Tivoli and other Slovenian clubs. Paul Belts represents the snooker group. And the final addition, the Slovenian flag, which the representatives of the group were assembling, will be complete with Melissa Fishstich adding the Slovenian coat of arms.
Da ne bo ruska zastava.
Ja, da ne bo ruska zastava. Hvala, Lenki. Thank you, Melissa. What do you think? Thank you, everybody. Well done. So a very small representation, but with a lot of meaning. All those years and all those subsections. Well done to everybody. Thank you. We move on now. Mnogo Slovencev je zapustilo ljubljeno Slovenijo po noči, ko so žalostni in prestrašeni prekoračili mejo in potem odšli v neznani svet. Helena Leber has written a poem entitled 60th Anniversary Slovensko Društvo Melbourne, and she tells us of escaping of many young Slovenians across the border of their homeland, coming to a foreign country, and all the enthusiasm poured into the establishing of the Slovenian home. Thank you, Helena.
60th anniversary of Slovensko Društvo Melbourne, Slovenian Association Melbourne. More than half a century ago, young men and women, mostly in the wee hours of the night, stepped quietly onto the unknown roads, living without farewells, fleeing over mountains, through forests. Often with tears in their eyes, they left their homeland forever. Through foreign camps, over wide oceans, landing under the Southern Cross, arriving in an unknown land to a strange language. Suffering and homesickness brought together a nation of good, hard-working people, building our centers of togetherness with our own hands and our money. Weekend on weekend, supporting one another, uniting us in the beautiful songs of our motherland. Today, on the 60th anniversary, proudly we celebrate the creation of our new lives in this wonderful land, embracing our rich traditions. Let us joyfully continue on the journey that was started so long, long ago, in building the future in our new homeland, Australia.
Hvala lepa, Helena. Helen Trinik in Ana Tegel bosta zapeli venček pjesmi angleško in slovensko. Helen Trinik and Ana Tegel are well known as accomplished singers, and they have prepared a medley of songs, English Memories and Slovenian Zlati časi and Slovenija od kod lepote tvoje.
Memories all alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember me what happiness was. Let the memories live again. Sladki časi, kam hitite, se gotovo spremenite. Star sem 20 let, amora mi tu svet. Domovina hoće me imet. Star sam 20 let, amora mi tu svet. Domovina hoće me imet. Slovenija, od lepote tvoje, pozdravljamo te iz srca in srečni tu smo doma. Slovenija, naj tebi pesem poje. Ne iščej sreče drugod, odle doma. Slovenija, odkot lepote tvoje, pozdravljamo te iz srca in srečni tu smo doma. Slovenija, naj tebi pesem poje. Ne išči sreče drugod, kot le doma.
Thank you, ladies. That was lovely, Helena and Anna. Člani tretje generacije bodo zakorakali ob vokalni priredbi Avsenikove pesmi Na Golici. We present the third generation of Slovenians, members of Slovenian Association Melbourne. They will march happily to the voices of the Young Slovenians Perpetuum Jazil Choir, singing Avseniks Na Golici, a strong cultural bridge between youth of Slovenia and third generation Slovenians in Australia via Facebook, emails, web pages and YouTube. Dancers Melissa Bistric, Julia Markic-Smith, Alicia and Portia Belts, Evie and Sabrina Johnson, Kelsey Markic, choreography by Magda Pishotek and Natasha Lemont.
you.
Virgilij Gomizel, eden od najstarejših članov slovenskega društva Melbourne, bo prebral pesem Drage Geld, Sadovi časa, kratko kroniko društva. Virgilij Gomizel, one of the oldest members of Slovenian Association Melbourne, will read the poem Harvest of Time by Draga Geld, presenting a short chronicle of the club.
Sadovi časa. 1954 na prvi slovenskih plesnih plesali. Temelj prve slovenske organizacije v Melbourneu stavili. Se prvič srečali, odločili, zapisali. Pomoč nudili, beguncem pomagali, aktivnosti nudili. Spodbujali, kulturno dediščino ohranjevali. Avstralski skupnosti prispevali.
Prvi plesi.
1954, the first dances, first meetings, the first minutes of meetings, establishing the club's mission statement.
1955, rojstvo Vesnika, prva slovenska knjižnica, prva Gorenjska narodna noša, socialno-varnostni sektor, začetek registra imigrantov, pevski zbor, dramska skupina, ženska sekcija.
Vesnik.
The beginnings of Vesnik, the preservation of language and culture.
1957, vizija Slovenski dom. Dramska skupina prvič nastopila, slovenski zbor na televiziji predstavil praznovanje Miklavža.
Slovenski dom.
Slovenski dom.
We had a dream. Slovenski dom.
1960, slovenski dom odprli, otroci so v slovensko šolo šli, mladinci prvič zaplesali. Potem kmalu slovenske pirhe na televiziji predstavili, prvo slovensko knjigo natisnili, umetniki prvič razstavili, balinarji so balinišča uredili.
Dom odprli, v šolo šli, balinišča uredili.
Dom odprli, v šolo šli, balinišča uredili.
Slovenian home was opened. Children were invited to attend Slovenian school.
In potem so člani društva denar posodili, da so dom izplačali. Prvo lepotico plesa izvolili, pa nogomet igrali. Upokojence na čajenki gostili, mladinci prvega predsednika izvolili in leta 1972 hrib kupili.
Hrib kupili.
The hill in Eltham was bought.
Za novi dom vizija, pa so merili, razstreljevali, kopali, betonirali, dom v kartonu prodali. Na Radio 3 poročali, železni ključ predali in simbolično vrata odprli.
Razstreljevali, kopali, ključ predali.
Razstreljevali, kopali, ključ predali.
Foundations laid for a new dom. Digging commenced, blasting of rocks, foundation poured, a huge iron key presented to symbolically open the door.
Ženske so več kot 6000 kosil v enem letu pripravile. Nova jedilnica je vabila in smo drevesa sadili. Slovenski jezik na hribu v kurniku najprej učili, potem so mladenci kočo in novo šolo zgradili in ob cesti kapelico v spomin umrlim postavili, ponovno knjižnico odprli.
Kosila pripravili, drevesa sadili, kuhali, se slovensko učili, pri kapelici molili.
Kosila pripravili, drevesa sadili, kuhali, se slovensko učili, pri kapelici molili.
The dining room became available for functions, trees were planted, school opened, Kapelica chapel built, and library opened again.
1978, uradna otvoritev doma. Postavljena verska vhodna vrata v obliki kozavca. Strelišča so bila zgrajena, streha nad balinišči končana, jedilnica opremljena. Sledila so medklubska, balinarska, strelska, šahovska in balinarja tekmovanja. In nikoli ni primanjkovalo navdušenja in dela.
Otvorili dom, otvoritev doma, balinišča, strelišča, tekmovanja.
Otvoritev doma, balinišča, strelišča, tekmovanja.
The opening of the new Slovenian Cultural and Recreational Centre was celebrated.
In dela so se nadaljevala, da so središče povečala, obogatila. Upravni odbor se je tudi druga generacija vključila in praznovanja pomembnih obletnic so sledila. Marsikoga razveselila, ko je slovenska mladina nastopila, svobodno Slovenijo proslavila in marsikatera roka je slovenski hrib krasila.
Obogatila, mladina nastopila, roka hrib krasila.
Obogatila, mladina nastopila, roka hrib krasila.
All the activities, all the care, performances enrich the cultural and social life on the hill.
Bodo naši otroci in vnuki sledili, slovenski dom vodili, slovensko vriskali, peli in plesali, za starejše skrbeli, slovensko dediščino spoštovali, pravično in modro s sadovi časa ravnali. Toliko žetev in tako bogati sadovi časa.
Bodo otroci in vnuki vodili, bodo peli, slovensko dediščino in sadove časa spoštovali. Bodo otroci in vnuki,
bodo otroci in vnuki.
Will the rich harvest of time be respected in the future? Will the future generations have the will, endurance, patience and love to continue our forefathers' mission?
And this is, we present the basket of harvest of fruit to the new generation.
Naši najmlajši člani bodo simbolično prikazali navdušenje, potrpežljivost, radodarnost 60-letnega delovanja. Preizkušnje spreminjajo navadne kamne in diamante. In tako so dolgoletne skrbi in izkušnje dosegle cilj, diamantni jubilej družba. Vsak član je vedno nosil s seboj svoje pošteno srce, cenil preteklost, živel v sedanjosti in sanjal o prihodnosti. Gradili smo mostove prijateljstva, zato smo doživeli diamantni jubilej. Vse je treba deliti, pravi Matjaž Tank, od veselja do žalosti, od solz do smeha. od iskanja do najdenja, od vzponov do padcev, od porazov do zmag. Deliti je treba tudi ljubezen. Delili smo vse. Our young members, third generation Slovenians, will symbolically present the enthusiasm, patience, giving of 60 years of activities. And that is how the long-standing worries and experiences achieved the goal, the Diamond Jubilee of the Slovenian Association Melbourne. Light of love and endurance formed the diamond, as did the light of love. Members carried so much love in their hearts. They respected the past, lived in the present, and dreamed of a future. They have built bridges of friendship, reaching the Diamond Jubilee of existence. What an achievement. The Slovenians have shared happiness and sadness, tears and laughter, searching and finding, triumphs and falls, defeats and victories, but most important, sharing love. Hvala lepa vsem nastopajočim in govornikom ter hvala vsem za pozornost. Thank you to all the participants of the cultural program, in particular that third generation, they were wonderful. Helena Leber, Helena Trini, Ganana Tegel, our third generation performers, Evie and Sabrina Johnson, Kelsey and Finton Markic, Adam, Julia and Matthew Markic Smith, Melissa Fistrich, Natasha Pishotek-Lamont, technical staff, especially Grant Johnson. Thank you all for your attention. Thank you, Grant. That's a big job, everybody. A very special thanks to the coordinator of this amazing event, Mrs. Draga Gelt OIM. Thank you, Draga. And to our amazing choreographers, Mrs. Magda Pishotek and her daughter, Natasha Lamont. Thank you, ladies. And another special mention to Mrs. Anica Markic, our costume maker, who has had many nights up making those amazing costumes. We say thank you to Anica. I believe we have some flowers for those three very ladies. If Draga Gelt, Magda Pishotek and Anica could please make their way. And thank you, ladies.
Bye.
stage Mrs. Dragica Gomizel. Where are you, Dragica? Thank you. Happy birthday to Dragica Gomizel. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Bisic and Helena Klinik for that. That was excellent. Thank you. Now, that brings us to the conclusion, but I've got something very important to tell you now, so I need you to really listen to me. We have to vacate this hall now. As you can see, we have to reset it for the dinner. We've got a beautiful dinner, a beautiful three-course dinner, waitress and waiters served for you. But it does mean that we do need to clear out the hall. We politely and kindly ask you to make your way, get out, make your way out. We are serving refreshments outside, so there'll be plenty of drinks and lushko and krajinske out there. We are also having the opening of the Korcha, the museum and the library down at the Korcha. So grab a quick drink and then everyone is invited to come down to the Korcha for a very brief official opening which Ms. Jana Grills will be doing for us. Thank you. The hall will reopen at 6:30. Thank you.
Links. Where is this? Gdje je ova kuća? Yeah, this is Victor's old place. Oh, Victor's house. Took him about 3 months to clean it up. Oh, really? Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to start with the proceedings with the opening of these facilities. I can't talk. That's all right. I'd like to welcome you all. I hope you enjoyed the 60th anniversary celebration that we had, and then we'll be able to join us for a dinner dance after these proceedings. We are here today to open these facilities. I'll give you a little bit of background before I read the speech, a very fond memory. Yes, this building was one of the first ones that was built. When the property was bought, it was a chicken or egg laying farm. So a lot of the dances and the first dances and gatherings on this property were in the chicken sheds that we politely called the chook sheds. And slowly, obviously, they got torn down and the facilities were built. This was the first one. One of my fondest memories is when I was little, and this area was very much full of lots of people having dances, and it was quite a hot day, and there was just dust coming up, just dust, and then people coming in with buckets of water and pouring it onto the floor to settle the dust down so we could keep dancing. So that is one of my fondest memories of this particular building, and of course the chicken sheds, and there's lots of memories. But I'll start with the proceedings. The words that I'm reading now are a heartfelt presentation prepared by Vivian, who is Dragica's daughter, Gomizel. They have done a lot of work with other people. So it is with much delight that today we are able to officially open the library and museum in the Korcha at the Slovenian Association Melbourne, Slovensko Društvo Melbourne. This has been the result of much planning and dedication. The choice of the Kocha being the epicentre of the STM archives and cultural handicrafts, as well as library, holds great significance. The Kocha was the first building built by the members on the newly acquired land in research. If only the walls of the Kocha could speak, they would tell you of times of many people gathering on a Sunday afternoon to have coffee and potitza, which is a cake for those that are not familiar, of kids watching the ABC show Countdown, which is a music show, Yana, for your benefit, huddled around a small black and white TV, because that's how far back we're talking about, and of early evenings dancing and laughing while someone played the accordion. Fun times was always found in this place. So it is fitting that we now use this well-loved building, which holds so many memories, as a museum for Slovenian culture. Here you can view interesting displays and the beautiful handicrafts of our talented members and read information about the history of Slovenian migration to Australia. Our library is now also located here. It includes not only Slovenian fiction and non-fiction books, but yearly periodicals and publications from many Slovenian associations. The Šola is also a place where you are able to locate and read the history of STM. And for those that don't know what Šola means, it is school, which is where the chook sheds used to be, and that's where we learnt our Slovenian language. It includes a variety of subsections within STM over the years and contains many items of interest, including some craft work. The Šola has transformed over the years, but it follows the tradition of being a place of learning. Historically, it was a chicken shed, then a newly built school for children to learn the Slovenian language and culture. Now it is a place for the community to learn about the history of STM. Thank yous must be given to all those who contributed and helped to establish the museum and relocate the library. The library was in the main building at one stage. To Mrs. Dragica Gomazel, whose endless devotion and energy is evident in the rooms. You can see the love, feel the love. To Draga Gaut and Vivian Kotsolotis and Anse Markic, who assisted in the organisation of information in these buildings. To those whose willingness and much appreciated hard work helped with the organisation and maintenance of the building. In particular, Miro Grizek for always being available on short notice. Thank you, Miro.
So much work,
We hope you enjoy and visit and learn about this wonderful club, which contains so much history. Special thanks is also to lots of other people that helped, and that's Anita Fistrich, Francis Riff Neigout, Alec Kudila, Frank Kravos, Alois Markic, David Markic, Stan Ogolin, Adam Riff, Danila Anjože Stolfa, Martin Šustaric, Janko Tegel and Tone Urbas. We also we were lucky enough for sponsorship in Jim Korelschutz. This place is sometimes known as the Korelschutz Kocha, and he's from Sunshine Painting Service. Tony Ordbos Jr., Rudy Byzantine, and Karen and Steve Amor. So very special thanks to all those people, and you, David and Vivian, for perceiving the idea to create this particular venue. And I hope you enjoy the facilities. Please have a look around. Oh, excuse me. Yana. Yana has the official duty of opening the
Anna,
to open this facility, which holds a lot of history, which is dear to our hearts. Mine too, because I'm second generation, and therefore I have history that I can go back to, like you said in your speech. So here is the official proceedings for you, and please do the official opening.
Thank you. Let me just a few brief words. I will not be so long as before. Maybe in Slovenian. Knjižnica je ustanova, ki pridobiva, obdeluje in hrani gradivo, ki ga daje na voljo uporabnikom, In knjižnično gradivo predstavljajo knjige, revije in ostale publikacije in drugi nosilci informacij. To je moderna definicija knjižnice. Večinoma se v sodobnih državah ravnajo po načelu, da morajo biti vse knjige v knjižnicah dostopne vsakomur. In lahko povem, da je razlika. V Sloveniji moramo plačevati članarino v knjižnicah, v Avstraliji so knjižnice proste. I'm explaining the difference. In Slovenia we have to pay a membership for the library, but in Australia it's really open to everybody. You have internet access there, you have nice corners there. My children love libraries in Australia and we go there regularly. So you have to appreciate that, and Australia really knows that there is a lot of knowledge in libraries, a lot of stories, memories. Slovenska knjižnica je dejansko neke vrste muzej že sama po sebi, arhiv oziroma hram slovenske besede, saj so v njej zbrane in skrbno shranjene številne zapisane sanje, razmišljanja in resnične zgodbe. Knjižnica naj bo tudi povabilo k branju, naj bo prijetna kot domače ognjišče, ki nam vedno znova poteši lakoto in h kateremu se vedno radi vračamo po neokušene dobrote. Ljubezen do knjige je potrebno prenašati na mlade kot ustno izročilo, da bodo občutili spoštovanje do knjig, radovedno vznemirjenje, ko jih bodo jemali v roke, slo po novem in novem znanju, ki prinaša napredek za prihodnost in odkriva nove razsežnosti bivanja. Naj bo današnja otvoritev knjižnice in muzeja spodbuda za nadaljnje pridno zbiranju gradiva, slovenskega kulturnega bogatstva in dediščine, ki določa našo identiteto, ki pojasnjuje naše korenine in nam pomaga spoznavati samega sebe pravzaprav v naših vseh pestrih dimenzijah obstoja. In vsaka knjiga v knjižnici ima svojo zgodbo in vsak predmet v muzeju prav tako, zato jih radi odkrivajmo. Let me explain in English as well. So, like library, also museum has many stories. Each item in the museum tells a story, and it is a story about our culture. So the library is like invitation to reading. Shall it be very pleasant, like a home where we prepare food, we want to taste it, how delicious it is. And we also have to share to our children the love to a book, that they will respect a book, that they will feel like how exciting it is when they are reading it, and that they will be very knowledgeable. They would like to know more and more, get knowledge, because knowledge brings development, advancement in the nature, and discovers different dimensions of human life, and actually tells stories and helps to discover noscete ipsum, helps to discover who we are. So let every book in a library and each item in the museum tell a story, and we have to love to read these stories and listen to them. So it is really a special honor to open this museum and library.
Thank you very much, Jan. Congratulations. Congratulations to this lady for all the work.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
We need a copy. The acquisition of the books. But the money, we haven't got the money.
Just turn into the light a little bit. That's it, ladies. Beautiful. Here we go, another one. Well done.
Please enjoy the facilities for a few moments, and those that will be staying for the dinner dance, we will need to be starting to sit down at 6:30, otherwise we'll never eat. Is that nice? I mean, you know how you want to have you being picked out some you want to cover, you know, the top of the page or something.
Excuse me.
Would you like to put that?
That would be fine.
You sure? Yes.
I guess. Very impressive. Very impressive. You know.
I thought you were just
Yeah, lace is
No,
beautiful.
I see. I see. How are you? Ja, malo predugo je bilo, ampak vseeno je bilo. To je bilo akademski
To je Milena Brgoč, ona je ženska, ki je ustanovila knjižnico tukaj v Elkanu in seveda je ustanovila arhiv. In cel ta čas se jim je bila desna. In jaz zdaj to nadaljujem njeno delo. Sem ne vem, koliko časa bom še idem potrošiti.
And it's a regional thing, so people have to travel.
Se mi dopade zelo. Imamo okrog 4000 knjig. Imamo še vse, smo dobivali, vse to.
Helena lives in Preston.
In moja hčerka zdaj bodo poskusili to postaviti po angleško. Zato je naša knjižica je registrirana v Viktorija najbolj. V slučaju, da mi oni imajo, tudi imajo že v svojem sistemu, že samo nemajo na angleški na ta novi sistem, ko smo to knjižico začeli delati. Ampak zdaj je moja hčerka, zato ker draga pa moja hčerka.
Because of the relationship we have with Peter Lindell and Stan.
What's Stan Pentagon? They've got a christening.
Oh, just today.
That's what Mother was like.
Yeah, I thought I understood right, but sometimes I don't.
A to pa je moja plava. To je mero ogrizak, moja plava.
Je bi rekla na knjigu, ki sem čitala, Katarina Cesarica,
Katarina je na ruskem.
That's my mum. She passed away. She used to write poetry. She used to write poetry she wondered, to je vaše življenje, this is your life. They made it because she wrote 4 books.
The camera on? No.
Yeah, Lady, when you have a moment, say the girls, please.
Grant had it there. Grant had it next to the things, and let's put it somewhere so it will be there. Grant had it.
I think the president of spoke for way too long. We should have had a
You know what? Next time I like
Yeah, I know. It's something. Well, I'm married, I saw it. Well, you think I was taking in the left and I missed it.
And his dress is all
I don't know why. Yeah. You reckon? She's probably a bit sorry now, something like that.
I don't think so.
Still puts me on
That's all we are. Well, then. I used to tell Mark, and it's you know my old as well.
Yeah.
That's what you bloody want.
This is her word.
The lights. Very similar to Maltese lights.
That's a relief.
Yeah, you know where
To see the migrants, when they said goodbye to Belém, директор е говорила, не са рекла колко е точно.
Да би се хранят, интегрират, нjihovi arhivi su o migraciji. Rekla kako je.